There comes a moment when your spirit gets tired of being manipulated, drained, and misunderstood. You didn't walk away out of arrogance, you walked away out of awareness. The veil that once blinded you has been lifted. The confusion that used to cloud your judgment has dissolved. You see everything clearly now. And in that clarity, you've realized that cutting certain people off wasn't cruelty. It was survival. They think you look better since you cut them off. And the truth is, you do. Not just physically, but energetically. Your face glows differently. Your energy feels lighter. Your aura has expanded. That heaviness that used to follow you, gone. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving. And the irony is, the very people who tried to dim your light are now forced to watch it shine without their control. They're angry. Deep down, they're furious that you no longer dance to their emotional rhythm. They no longer have access to your energy, your attention, or your kindness. What they once took for granted, they now crave like air. But that door is closed. Your peace became more important than their approval, and that decision has disrupted their entire illusion of power. These individuals once thought you'd never see through their facade. They believed you'd remain dependent, blind to their manipulation. They thought your loyalty meant weakness. They mistook your empathy for ignorance. But now they realize the truth. Your heart was never naive, it was just pure. And purity always exposes pretense. The higher power led you away from them because your spirit outgrew their control. You were faithful to your growth, to your healing, to your evolution. You kept giving chances, kept hoping for change, but the universe had to intervene. It saw what your eyes couldn't yet see. It showed you the truth, raw, unfiltered, and undeniable. The revelation shook you. To see how wicked, envious, and manipulative they really were. It stunned you. You realized their mission wasn't love, it was control. Their goal wasn't connection, it was domination. They fed off your compassion while trying to destroy your confidence. They wanted to break your spirit, make you doubt your worth, and disconnect you from your divine path. But they underestimated you. They didn't realize that every attack, every lie, every betrayal only made you stronger. They thought they were burying you, but they were planting you. The pain became your teacher. The betrayal became your awakening. And now, what they meant for destruction has become your transformation. Your strength terrifies them. Your peace confuses them. They can't comprehend how someone they tried to destroy is now glowing, growing, and unstoppable. Their anger is a reflection of their loss, the loss of access, the loss of control, the loss of power. You've reclaimed your energy, and that's something they can never steal again. They couldn't stand your light. They couldn't stand your intellect. You were never meant to be controlled because you think for yourself. You see through illusion. You sense energy. You question manipulation, and that independence threatened their entire existence. They wanted you small because your power exposed their weakness. These kinds of people hate what they can't dominate. They want to be your source of validation, your compass for every decision, your puppet master behind every move. But the moment you stopped seeking their approval, their influence collapsed. Your silence became louder than their chaos, and your distance became your protection. The truth is, they tried to stop you because they sensed your purpose. They saw your potential long before you did. They knew your light had the power to raise the vibration of others. And because they lived in darkness, they couldn't bear to see you rise. But what they failed to realize is that destiny cannot be delayed by deception. Their attacks didn't stop your growth, they accelerated it. You became wiser, sharper, more spiritually attuned. You can now recognize manipulation from miles away. You don't second-guess red flags. You no longer entertain confusion disguised as love. Your boundaries are made of steel, and your energy is sacred territory. They feel that shift. They know you've leveled up. And that's why they keep their distance now, not out of respect, but out of fear. They can sense your discernment. They can feel your strength. They know that the tactics that once worked on you no longer do. You've outgrown the game entirely. This elevation isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. You've ascended to a vibration where peace is your default and chaos cannot coexist. You've learned that letting go isn't a loss, it's liberation. You no longer chase people, you attract alignment. You no longer argue for your value, you live it. Now your glow speaks for itself. You don't need to prove your evolution. Your energy introduces you before your words ever do. You are a walking testimony of what happens when someone chooses self-respect over self-sacrifice, and the universe honors that. The people who tried to silence you now whisper about you. The ones who mocked your growth now watch it in disbelief. Their gossip has turned into admiration because the truth is undeniable. Your peace looks good on you. You've reached a point where you no longer wish anyone harm. You simply wish yourself peace. You understand that forgiveness doesn't mean reconnection. It means release. You've released them, and in doing so, you've freed yourself. The new reality you're in is filled with people who honor your energy, respect your time, and appreciate your presence. This is your reward for walking away from what tried to break you. This is what alignment feels like: effortless, genuine, safe. You are walking proof that cutting off toxic connections is not bitterness, it's wisdom. You've become the person your past self was praying to become: strong, stable, grounded, unshakable. And this peace you feel? You earned it. So stay in your light, keep growing, keep expanding. And if this message resonated with your spirit, subscribe to the channel. Join this community of healers, warriors, and visionaries who've learned that letting go isn't the end, it's the beginning. Your glow up has just begun. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for exposing what was hidden and protecting me from what was disguised as love. I release every attachment that no longer aligns with my peace and my purpose. I affirm that my boundaries are blessed and my energy is surrounded by light. No weapon formed against my peace shall prosper, and no lie shall distort my path. I am guided by wisdom, protected by grace, and fueled by divine confidence. Every lesson from my past becomes the foundation for my future strength. My spirit is no longer tied to those who tried to control or diminish it. I walk in clarity, discernment, and divine timing in all that I do. My life radiates healing, purpose, and calm energy that elevates others. From this moment forward, I live free, empowered, awakened, and aligned with my highest truth. Amen.